Hey everybody! I'm so excited. Let me pull my comments up here so I can see you guys. Hey, hey, hey! If you are here, you guys, I'm so excited. If you're here, let me know in the comments. Say hi. I see that some of you guys are on here, but it's not letting me know who is here. So, yeah, I would love to just say hi to you and see how you're doing. How's your weekend? So I want to ask you guys, I was really thinking about this morning when I was thinking about you guys. I get to serve you guys. I get to show up here and be in a powerful way with you, which I just love because we get to hold space for one another. And what I was really thinking about was the whole thing about like chasing. A lot of times we get in this mindset, we get in this space where we're chasing money, where we're chasing wealth, we're chasing abundance, we're chasing success. And what's true for myself as well, when I was chasing the money, like when I was in my corporate job and doing really well and making a lot of money, but the thing is that I would still feel this like emptiness inside because I had to hide a part of myself. I had to really like dull down my shine, so to say. Like, I'm a pretty big personality. Get really excited, have a lot of energy, and there's a lot of times when we're dulling down ourselves. And I remember one of the speakers, I believe it was Tanya, who said, it was Tanya, she said, when is the first time that you silenced your voice? When is the first time that you quieted who you are? And that really made me think, and what I know is true today is that a lot of times we silence ourselves, we dull down our shine, we dull down our ability to attract the success and attract the wealth, attract the money that we truly desire. Because here's the thing. I want to ask you guys, I just want to ask you this one question is, how good are you at receiving? You might have noticed, if you didn't notice this yesterday, Paola used a beautiful language, because your words matter a lot, in attracting the wealth and the abundance and the success that you truly desire. She said, when I gave her a beautiful compliment, I shared, just the way I see her, the reflection I have of her, my experience of her. She said, "Thank you, I receive it." I don't know if you guys picked up on that, but she said, "Thank you, I receive it." And there's something so powerful in those words because, here's what I know is true for women. And all of my clients are, anywhere from like 26, 27, up to, gosh, like 60, I believe, like late 50s, early 60s, maybe middle 60s. So, no matter what type of woman I'm working with, when they come to me, these could be women who are starting out in business, they're building their business, they're leaving their corporate jobs, they are already successful, hitting multiple six figures, and they want to go beyond because, like, there's no shame in wanting to desire to create multiple six figures, seven figures. If that's your beat and that's your standard, girl, do you. You know what I mean? Like, if your goal is to make $20,000 a year or, 200,000 or seven figures, like whatever is true and real for you is absolutely what you're called to do, right? As long as you can feel clean energy about it, you feel good, you feel your desires are in alignment, it's in alignment with who you are, what your beliefs are, and your desire to give back, then 100% go all in, right? There is no shame. There's no shame. And it gets to be easy. But I want to ask you guys, like, how good are you at receiving? What I've discovered is that, a lot of times women, especially, because we're very giving, we're very nurturing, we have that mama bear vibe, we have all these things, like, what happens is we're so good at giving, serving other people, pouring ourselves into our corporate job, doing all these things. But then when it comes to your own business, this happens a lot of times for women who are like myself, coming out of corporate, where maybe they were really successful in corporate, and then all of a sudden they get into their own business, and because they're blocking their ability to receive, either on a conscious or a subconscious level, they're blocking their ability to receive. they can't seem to make money in their own business. And this can show up all over in life. And this is not just like, it's interesting because how you do one thing is how you do everything. So this shows up in areas like if you can't find the right relationship, this could be because you're blocking your ability to receive love. Because at a deeper, intimate level, whenever we talk about money, we're talking about self-worth. That is why this is the woman of wealth and worth. Because I teach all things business, money, and mindset. And you would be shocked to discover when you've been in it as long as I have and like really seeing below the surface of so many women, they're so tightly knit. They're so tightly combined that you can't have one without the other. And, if you're the type of woman that even thinking about receiving, like what if I said right now, hey, I'm going to give you a crisp $100 bill. What comes up for you? Like really get honest with yourself and like what comes up for you in that moment when you think like someone's going to give me something for nothing? Are you excited? Are you hesitant? Are you questioning? Are you like whatever that is for you? What is coming up for you? What about the last time someone gave you a compliment? Were you able to receive it? Or were you like, oh my gosh, no, my hair, like if someone says, your hair looks so nice today, were you automatically like, no, oh my gosh, no, oh, my hair's horrible today, like, oh, whatever. Or were you thinking like, what, does my hair normally not look good? Were you like just putting it away? Were you just like brushing it off? How did you receive? And if you notice this, I'll give you guys the task over the next 24 hours, notice how you receive things. Notice how you receive information. Notice how you receive feedback in your life. Notice how you receive compliments, because this is going to give you a huge key into your life about how well you receive. Because if you are asking, this is something like people will say, I'm trying all the things, I'm doing all the things you're saying, I'm doing all the money mindset stuff, but it's not working. I will sit down and ask them and dissect and uncover, are you open to receive? 9 times out of 10, I can tell you that the woman is blocking her wealth, blocking her cash, blocking the money because she's not able to receive. And I think this is like a human nature thing. We learn to think that, like for me, I grew up believing that money had to be hard, that you had to work really hard and that you had to sacrifice for money. There were certain days where it's like, yeah, we can do this now, but we're going to have to pay the electric bill late, or the electric bill is going to be the electricity is going to be shut off for a week or two, or we're going to have to go shower at friends' houses because we have no hot water, or, whatever it was. We have to sacrifice in this area so that we can do this. We have to sacrifice here so that we can do this. Like I had someone in my life growing up that was very, very like it was all about them. So what I learned was true for me was that she got whatever she wanted. Like she would raise a fuss, she would throw a fit, whatever it was to get what she wanted. And then I was always put on the back burner. And so what I learned was that to get what you want, you had to be greedy, you had to be loud, you had to be like the B word, you had to like be really demanding, you had to lie, manipulate, all of these things. And I also learned that I needed to just be quiet, sit back, and not want for anything, right? And, again, these are beliefs that you pick up from well-meaning adults, from well-meaning people in your life, or, just beliefs you create, or meanings you get, that narratives you create based upon your experience growing up, and mostly we create these ideas and thoughts either through really painful moments or we absorb them before the age of 7. And here's what I know is true today. This is the capital T. This is the truth. We are created to be abundant. We are created to have our needs met. You are created resourceful. You were created a blank canvas. And in this moment, at any moment, you get to decide. We get to decide, you guys. Like, there's so much power in that we get to decide the narrative, the reality, the conversation, the beliefs that we have. It's going to take some intention. It's going to take some intention if you're just starting out, or maybe if you're in the middle of your path or whatever it is. It's going to take some intention. And this is going to start with really, looking at the beliefs you currently have, breaking through the beliefs that you're carrying, like flipping the script on the narrative. But you can really like step into your power. You can take your power back in the fact that you have the choice. We get to decide at any moment, you guys. And, if someone would have told me this 10 years ago, I would have been so mad. I would have been so angry, and I would have come back at them with resistance, with pushback, with all the things. So if that's your initial reaction, just notice that. And, I'm okay being that role for you today. Like, I'm okay, because whatever is going to come up for you, it could be, me saying this reminds you of a parent, me saying this reminds you of whatever. I'm okay with that role. But, it's my job, it is my commitment to you to guide you through this process. And at the end of the day, I would rather stand in my integrity and stand in my commitment to you and hold space for you than walk away knowing that I soft played it for you or I downplayed it for you. But at any moment, you get to choose to stand in your power and receive the abundance and the wealth. And, it takes just as much energy to stay broke and stay in that poverty mindset, to stay in that place of lack, as it does to step into your full abundance. I mean, like, how would it feel? How would it feel to know that all of your bills are covered, that you don't have to sit and like calculate the days on your calendar and wonder, if I arrange this and I do this and I transfer this bank account to this or this credit card or whatever, if I pay with this credit card, then I got this. And then next thing you know, how would it feel to sit down to pay your bills and feel loving and gratitude, to feel connection to something so much bigger than yourself? Imagine realizing that in this moment you are so taken care of and that every single thing you need is right here, right now. And you're so open to receiving that it comes easy, it's effortless, that the abundance, the wealth shows up in ways that are expected, unexpected, that you're in this realm of possibility, that you're literally standing in the field of potentiality where all things are possible. You give just to give. You feel so open and abundant that when things stir you up, when things light your passion, you can sit there and like, no matter what the circumstances are, because you can be a victim of your circumstances or you can be empowered by your choices. And you're so empowered by your choices that you step out and you can like make a huge difference in the world by donating to animal shelters, by helping village people in Colombia create a better life for themselves. All because there's a passion inside of you and there's that thing that's stirred that tells you, I was created for so much more. And I get to give. And I get to make choices not based on money. I get to make choices based upon how I feel called to. What is my soul, my raw, real, naked soul is calling me to do. Step into that field of potentiality right now. Feel the magic that you would feel if you knew that you never had to base your decisions on a number in a bank account ever again. What would that feel like? How would you wake up in the morning? How would you feel laying your head on your pillow at the end of the night? What big, audacious thing would you finally do if you knew that you never had to base a decision on money again? What would you say yes to? What would you dive into? How would you say yes to yourself? How would you treat yourself? How would you treat those around you? How would you show up in the world? And how would you feel knowing that you are completely unstoppable? And I want to encourage you this morning, over this weekend. Tomorrow we have a replay day. So if you're in my inbox, if you're signed up for this program, you're going to receive all of the interviews in your inbox, and you have a whole day to catch up on any of the videos you might have missed or go rewatch. So tomorrow's replay day, and I encourage you over the weekend to just really sit in that and notice, how would you feel if you could receive all of the abundance? And if you lived in that realm of possibility, if you stood in the middle of that field of potentiality, how would you feel? And when you can really feel it in the moment, like for me, it shows up and I feel so full. I feel so complete. I feel so unstoppable. And I would just want to share with you guys, that is where I make my decisions today. From that space. Because, you know, Einstein said, you can't fix a problem with the same thinking that got you there. And he also said that the definition of insanity is doing the same things over and over and over and expecting different results. So I want to encourage you over this weekend. I want you to really pay attention to what is coming up for you, and pretend, like, play like, practice embodying and being that woman. What decisions would you make? What choices would you make? How would you show up? What would you say yes to? And make your decisions from that space, in that energy. Because, you know, I was just talking to my husband about my business this morning, my company, and I was saying, you know, from the 7-figure standpoint, this is the decisions I would make. This is what I would do in my business. I'm not there yet. But you guys, I'm making decisions from the 7-figure space. Because that's where I'm going. I would so much rather drive up this mountain on this windy, crazy, steep road, looking forward at where I'm going and not in the rearview mirror of where I've been. Guys, 10 years ago, I don't know if you're on my emails, you saw this. 10 years ago to this day, I was bouncing around from couch to couch, sleeping in my car a lot of nights. Because of my money mindset, because of my lack of ability of receiving, I went from having 6 figures in my bank account to sleeping in my car in my 20s. Because my mindset was so broken. Because I didn't know how to receive. I pushed away, you know, great relationships. I pushed away job opportunities. I pushed away people. I pushed away my money. I pushed away a lot of things in my life because I didn't feel worthy of receiving. And it is my personal mission in life to, like, help any woman who wants it. Because unfortunately, you know, like, coaching is not for those who need it. It's for those who really want it, who are hungry, who have the desire to move forward, to create the things that is possible for them. If I could help everyone who needs it, I'd be booked out till 2045. But I get to help the women who really want it. And it is my strongest desire and passion that no woman will ever feel the way I felt sleeping in the backseat of my car because I was so full of pride. I was so full of pride I wouldn't ask for help. Feeling so alone and so broken that I didn't even want to continue in my life. I didn't want to. Struggling with alcohol addiction, struggling with all these feelings, being slapped in the face with all the things I had been running away from my entire life. I never want another woman to feel that way, ever. Ever. Guys, that's why I show up. Know your why. That's why I show up. That's why I serve you guys. That's why I give and give and give and give and give. Because I am now living in that realm of potentiality. I'm standing in the middle of the field where all things are possible. And that all started from stepping up, taking a stand for myself, stepping out, believing I was worth it, which for me, it was just like this teeny little speck, a little speck of hope that someone else gave me. I had to borrow someone else's hope. When they told me things were possible, I looked at them like, I don't know if that's possible for me. But because you believe in me, I'm going to hook on to that. I'm going to hook on to that possibility and I'm going to run with it. So if you don't believe in it yet, borrow mine. Borrow my belief in you, because if it's possible for me, you guys, it is possible for you. I look around at my life today and I can't even believe. I cannot even believe this is my life. I get to be here. I get to serve you. I get to be your guide. I get to hold space for you. And if I can do this, you can too. You guys, 10 years ago, I don't even know how much in debt I was. I was so afraid of looking at my money. All I know is that debt after debt after debt after debt after debt kept popping up. And I was somewhere around probably like 80,000 in debt. I'm not joking. I am not kidding. 10 years ago. And today it's more like in my bank account, the opposite of that. Abundance, worthiness, wealth, everything I want, I can create. And I don't even do this for the money, you guys. I do this because it lights my soul on fire. I do this because when I sit with another woman like I was yesterday with one of my clients, oh my gosh, I'm gonna cry. And we're able to break through to her deepest truth and her deepest desire. And she's able to finally realize what she needs to let go of in order to rise. When she's able to show up and serve her family in a bigger way. When she's able to just skyrocket through the limits and prove to herself that all things are possible. That you can start a business in the middle, right in COVID. First day of her business was the first day of COVID shutdown. You can start your business in COVID and still be making $80,000 to $90,000, right? You can still do this. All things are possible, you guys. All things are possible if you take a stand for yourself. Grab onto whatever little tiny hope that you have. If you don't believe in yourself yet, borrow mine. Borrow mine. Because today, if I could bottle up the way I feel in this moment, I would give it to each and every one of you. I am having chills right now. I have chills, you guys. Because my love for you, my love for this game that I'm talking about, where we get to play big, we get to go all in, my love for all things is just so real and true. And you guys, none of this, this is the real, authentic me. I feel deeply. I love deeply. I care deeply. I give deeply. Because that's who I am at the core. And I used to hide that part of me. I used to be so afraid of showing that part of me because I've been hurt. Because it hurts. But what I realized is that, you know what? Stepping out and taking the risk and going big and playing bigger and going deeper, the reward and the benefit of that is worth $1 million. $1 million. I'm not crying, you're crying. So I love you guys so much. I want to welcome, let's see, Jennifer Benton, welcome to the July Cash Comeback. I want to welcome Tracy Repchuk, girl, welcome. I want to welcome Melissa Goray, and I want to welcome Deb Koss from this group. Ladies, I am so excited to be doing the July Cash Comeback with you starting Monday. For those of you who are interested, I know there's a couple of people who are still signing up today. You've emailed me for the link. Welcome for all the ladies that are going to come in. We are going to dive deep into all of this. We're going to dive deep into how to get out of that poverty mindset, that mindset of lack, and to really dive in and jump into that field of potentiality, to step out, to take a stand for yourself, to believe in yourself, to get that hope, to like align your frequency, to align your vibe, to receive, learn how to receive all the cash, all the abundance. You're going to feel so amazing. I cannot even wait, because you guys know what, like even at $77, this program is freaking lit. It is lit. You are going to walk away feeling so freaking amazing, incredible, gorgeous, sexy, seductive, wealthy, worthy, alive, lit up, passionate, feeling completely great, not just okay, but amazing in your own skin. Waking up in the morning passionate, knowing that you will receive and that you are taken care of. All right, ladies, we start on Monday. So Monday, July 20th, we are starting the July Cash Comeback. It is $77 to sign up. If you want in, put cash, July Cash in the comments. I'll get you the link. And we are starting on Monday. I love you guys so, so much. Thank you for hanging out with me this morning. Sign up for the July Cash Comeback. I will see you on the inside. I love you guys, and I will see you then. Bye.